This video is going to show you a solo flawless Legend 0 hour without the use of a solo subclass. As we all know from this season, the solo subclasses, apart from like a Strand Titan, solo subclasses have been absolute meta with the artifact mods. So I wanted to do a run without a solo subclass equipped. Henceforth, you see the run here. Now, if you saw my run yesterday, which was only normal, I appreciate that it was only normal, but when I done that run, I realized the potential of Arc Warlock in this. Huge potential, and I was like, you know what? It's going to be a really easy solo flawless legend clear on an Arc Warlock. I just didn't run it yesterday because I just wanted to take a little mini break off 0 hour. Today, I haven't done Arc Warlock. I got this second try. Easy, easy, easy clear. On my first try, by the way, I fell off map. So the ads didn't kill me. I actually fell off map, so... but I continued the run to see what Arc Warlock's like on Legend, and honestly, it's a really easy clear on Arc Warlock. That's why I'm posting the video. Right now, obviously, we've got Thunderlord on, Indebted Kindness, and Supremacy, a kinetic sniper. Each weapon has its own role. So Indebted Kindness is going to deal with ranged targets. It's going to help us play a little bit more aggressive. Thunderlord's going to be for ad clear. And Supremacy is going to be for snipers and the tank. We're going to swap here off Vesper of Radius. We're using the Vesper of Radius build, but we're going to swap to Geomags when applicable, because equipment lock's not on, of course, so we can take advantage of that. We'll get rid of the rest of the remaining ads after tank is killed, and you should play absolutely like this. The more aggressive you play, the more you will be rewarded with time for 0 hour, and 0 hour is all about time. All right, so. That's that first bit clear. Don't keep an eye if you're attempting the solo flawless legend on this. Don't keep an eye on your time the entire time. There's 3 times when you should be really looking at your time, thinking and reflecting on what you've just did. And I'll point out those moments when those reference points when you should be looking at the time to say, all right, how quickly did I just do those first 3 rooms, or this part or that part. And then you can reflect on it. But don't look at it the entire time, because you're going to make yourself anxious. So don't do that. So we're going to take out the snipers with Supremacy here. Then we're going to get a pulse nade down on this servitor. And we're going to take him out with Indebted. Then we're going to take out the rest of the ads with Thunderlord. That's what it's on for. It's all for ad clear. Right. The pulse nade didn't do as much as we should have killed that servitor slightly quicker. So we've probably lost 5 seconds off that first group of ads there. We're going to heal and rift down for this little bit here, just because these marauders can be super aggressive. So we'll just deal with these quickly as we can. Right, now it's tank. Right after this, unless there's a sniper up or something, it's tank. There is an actual sniper up. Our goal is to break a leg. Break a leg on the tank straight away. Right, then we're going to do super. We're still on Geomags. Right, there was no point to swap back to Vesper for this room, because it's literally dealt with anyways in less than a minute, so I didn't bother swapping back. And then we'll just clean up the rest of the ads. Now, this is where you want to look at your time. So after the first 3 rooms are cleared on your so falls, look at your time, and if it's above 17 minutes, right, after this room, after this area, then you're doing okay. You're well on board for time. You're doing well. If it's anything less, if it's 16:30, 16:10, reset your run. Go to orbit, reset it. This is all about mastering rooms. This isn't about yourself entitled right to the solo flawless. You've got to master it. I see a lot of people, oh, I can't do it. They should do this with the mission. They should do that. They should sort out the time with 0 hour. I agree with you to a degree, because it should be 21 minutes, but it doesn't. That's the time that you get for this mission, by the way. It's 21 minutes. It's not 20 minutes, 30 seconds. The reason why it's 21 minutes is for fire teams, because it accounts for people, I suppose, on PS4 and stuff. That's the grand total load for the activity. That's what it's to do with that. So... but when we're solo, you should spawn in right away at 21 minutes. That's the only thing with the time. But like I said, this is all about mastery. We're now going to swap to our Eager Edge Strand setup. It's not a build. Don't worry about the setup. Well, the only thing that is a build about it is that there's transversive steps on. I have grapple nade on, and I've got wrist run on to generate heavy if needed. But on this run, to be honest, I got that much Eager Edge ammo that I was more than good. But this is RNG. Sometimes you won't get as much sword ammo as this. All right, so it just depends. But it is nice to have risk runner on as a backup plan if you maybe didn't get the heavy or you don't have enough. That's the only reason why. So obviously this is the legend rotation. So I've optimized my traversal quite a bit since Tuesday in terms of like doing things. It's really important, especially on console runs, because console runs are slower. They're just flat out slower runs than PC runs. So time matters more to us than a PC player. So PC players can get away with not eager edging. We have to kind of eager edge. You've got to kind of do it to save as much time as possible. So this is what I'm doing. I'm taking this route instead, which is different to normal. I think I have showcased this before on a hunter run. But we're going to do this, just activate that switch, which by the way is the wrong switch. The switch I've just activated only opens the hatch above us, but that's all we need on this, because look, we'll jump up and grapple. This will allow us to get up quicker. This saves time, because we don't need to kill the knights in the other room, the Arc Knights. I'm sure you know what I'm on about. We don't need to kill them. This is a time save. This is good. So, we don't have grapple for this area, which was a bit of a thing for me. I wish that I could get double grapple on Warlock. I can't. I don't believe I can. So we just done this jump regular, which I generally like a grapple for this bit. But because of us using our grapple in the last bit, I don't have my grapple in time. But that's fine, because I do get a grapple for the outside area, which is absolute a time save as well. So like I say, this traversal thing, getting all this stuff down and refined will help you with your 0 hour clears. Now, let's talk about 0 hour itself. So, as of today's date, the amount of players, roughly, approximately, I don't know this for 100% fact, but I do know that when I've looked up the stats, you'll see on the screen in a minute, the amount of people that have Solo Flawless Legend, because Solo Flawless Normal was bugged. I think it is still bugged. I haven't looked up the Triumph I'm on about now, the Solo Flawless Triumph. Right, so if it was bugged on normal, which means all the clears this week were done on legend. So according to warmind.io, the total people that have completed the 0 hour solo without dying as of today are 576 Guardians. Total redeemed. The amount of players that redeemed the Triumph, so this number could be higher, I suppose. I don't know what the exact wording of total redeem means. I guess this means claim Triumph, right? Or I'm not sure if it means claim Triumph or actually got the Triumph. But 576 people, right? That is a low number. That is so low amount of people that have actually solo flawless this, right? Not to mention how many of those clears, how many people of those 576 got a clear on a class that wasn't solar. Then this number's even lower. Like how many stasis clears was there? How many arc clears was there? How many void clears was there? We're probably looking at like 50s. Yeah? Because majority of them will be solar. I trust you. Look, trust me on that. Most of them will be solar because solar's the meta. Alright? There'll be some Strand Titans involved in that because we know how good Strand Titan is, and let's not, downplay Strand Titan. Strand Titan technically is the best class in the game if you know how to play with it, with the 1-2 punch and all that stuff. This is a super low number, so I just thought I would mention that. That's how rare this is. It's really, really rare. Now, I find this easy now. I'll be honest. With the Soul Force Legend now, we've played it since Tuesday. I played it for quite a bit as well. And to be honest, as I say, I don't find it difficult. I don't find it difficult. Because the realization is this. Once you get to the boss, you're not clearing any ads. That is a time save right away. No ads are needed to be cleared. Because you need to understand, right, groups of enemies will respawn when you're dealing with a boss. So say, for example, the Shanks spawning, right, when the boss is somewhere. If you kill the Shanks immediately and you don't send the boss to the next location, Shanks respawn. This is a mechanic from the original 0 hour. So, having known this, right, let's just not deal with that at all. Let's deal with things properly and kill only what we need to in 0 hour. So in this video, you're going to learn. I mean, you'll have learned it from other runs as well, because there's plenty of players that have showed you to do it like this. But I'm just saying, I'm pointing it out, like, look, the ads respawn. Let's not kill them because you're wasting time by killing them because there'll be adds to respawn and that you need to kill later. This is probably the prime reason why people can't do this. So you need ranged damage. You need all your damage to be ranged, right? So that you can clear the servitors, send the boss to each location, and deal with the brig and the tanks from range, and that is it. Because of this, you will save a lot of minutes, right? So it's huge time save. Obviously, on screen you're seeing the Trevor gameplay, which is obviously really easy. You don't need to beat Trevor. That's not a time save when I've reviewed my footage. I guess because you're waiting at the arc doors that it levels itself out. So I didn't bother trying to beat Trevor. I just do the standard rotation, right? So another time save that could be here is if you climb the wall. That doesn't save that much time. 5 seconds. I don't care about 5 seconds, so I'm not going to do it. And I like the elevator time. It's relaxed time for me. That's exactly what it is. It's a little break from me. Hands off controller. Yeah, hands off controller. Think about something else, right? And then it's a little break. I like the elevator strat. I don't like jumping up. I have tried jumping up, and it is quicker, and I can't do it. But it's like it's kind of dumb because if you do miss that jump up, you've lost a minute. If you miss the jump up, so I recommend that players don't bother with that. At least grapple. Grapple halfway up the elevator though. That will save time. So this is arc rotation, arc floor puzzle. Because it's, by the way, this is the hardest version of Zero Hour right now, which is another reason why I wanted to do it on arc rotation. It's the hardest version because everything deals arc apart from really the brig and the boss. I guess solar rotation's kind of difficult because of the brig on final phase. But other than that, man, it's arc rotation that's the most difficult for arc fret. The easiest rotation was void, but we've had that. Right, so, but honestly, if you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter that much, like, because we're playing from range, it doesn't matter that much. So we're going to go to Geomag build straight away with triple arc reserves for more armor with Thunderlord. Yeah, triple reserve a banner, then we'll switch back to resist plate. Now, this is how this is going to happen. We will clear 1 or 2 ads, because they're in our way a little bit. We have to clear some of them, just the ones to our right, but then we're going to get a super here. We pulse naded the boss, but the servitor tethered him, so we could probably save the pulse nade, to be honest, and not use it at all. And then use it after the servitor's dead. The Geomag stabilizers is going to clear out the first servitors right away. Then we're going to send the boss. We're sending the boss. Here he is. Here he is to save the day. Right, we're going to we probably, yeah, that's right. If you leave one shank up, they won't respawn. I think that's correct, right? No, it isn't correct. Look at that. So yeah, try not to clear out any shanks at all if you can, because they respawn. Did you see that? So if you can, kind of wait until the boss goes over there. You kind of want to heal and rift, but I had to slow my play up a little bit here, but that's fine. Now we use a bit of mountaintop to send him. That's what mountaintop's on for here. There's still a shank up, man. So in anywhere where we lost time, this was it. That last 30 seconds of gameplay, we lost a little bit of time because of messing around with shanks there. But it's fine, we're fine. We're pulse nade this boss here. Okay, so now we're going to do the jump mountaintop method. Right, we're going to do jump mountaintop, send the boss again. That's your focus. Send the boss, send the boss. And then we're going to do damage to the servitor. We're not going to super this servitor because it will be a waste. Because we don't even have super yet, and by the time we get it, the servitor will be almost dead. So we're just going to focus mountaintop damage, a bit of indebted as well. Yeah, indebted kindness, which we're getting ammo back via deconstruct. Very good rule. Vault shot's really good on the sidearm as well. But I do like deconstruct for this. I just haven't got a vault shot indebted. That's what it is. So we're going to send this servitor away. We've got super now, which is perfect timing. We're going to use a bit of Thunderlord ammo as well in a minute, because we need to get rid of this boss. We need to get rid of these shanks, should I say. We've got super for perfect timing. And again, this is where we're wanting to send the boss to middle. Again, you watch the damage we do with Geomags here. It's incredible damage. So look at this, look at this. So we'll pulse nade. Don't focus the shanks. The jolt will kill them all. Right? Then we'll rotate left with our super and then middle damage. Look at that extra damage we do in mid. And your next goal is to send that boss away. Forget snipers, forget shanks. Forget all that stuff because they respawn anyways. Just use Indebted, send that boss away. Get the tank spawning quickly. What your next goal is to kill 2 tanks before 5 minutes. So your next time to look at the timer is when the brig spawns in. If you can spawn the brig in before 5 minutes, then you're on time. You've done well enough. We've swapped to Dragon's Breath here to make the run viable. It's only for this bit. It is possible to do this without Dragon's Breath. There is a way of doing it with Indebted Kindness and stuff. But like I said, that would make it more difficult for people. Don't worry about it. Have Dragon's Breath because it kills the tanks quicker. It is a time save. Now we're going to exhaust all ammo for Mountaintop and Dragon's Breath, which on this run, a lot of our ammo is in mid. We could have shoot to loot on, but this loadout requires no shoot to loot. Now we swap to our scout rifle. This scout rifle, right? Now a lot of people are getting confused with this scout rifle and what it was called. Why are you getting confused? It's a Last Wish weapon. Can you not see it's a Last Wish? I guess there's some people who haven't played Last Wish. Right, the name of the scout rifle is a high impact scout rifle. That's not the name of it, of course. It's called Transfiguration. Now this is the best kinetic tremor weapon in the game as far as I'm aware, because you can shoot 40 bullets plus. 40 bullets plus with kinetic tremors. Hello, do you realise how good that is? That's actually better than explosive payload kinetic tremors. Reason being is because you spawn in more kinetic tremors per mag. You just keep shooting forever, right? You're going to see in a minute on the brig the amount of damage we do to the brig. So what my goal is here is to kill the servitor with the scout on purpose. I could kill the servitor slightly quicker, but no, I'm going to use a lot of the scout. We're going to start using Indebted Kindness a little bit now here while rotating left and right. Always rotate left and right strafe whilst you're fighting the brig here. We've now obviously got our super perfect timing. What we're going to do is a bit of kinetic tremors ammo. I'm thinking about where to super the boss, because whilst we push past those containers, the snipers are going to snipe us. Now you would say, well, kill the snipers. No, don't, because they'll respawn. So we need to think of where to super the boss from. And I end up supering the boss from left hand side, because the Geomags is going to do massive damage for us. So now we're just doing chip damage. We're just doing the chip damage, and like I say, the scout rifle is making a fantastic job. It does even better damage, by the way, when we get to the final phase. Bear in mind, this is SUBCLASS Legend, so the weapon has testing this weapon, it has passed the test easily because of the amount of damage it does. So now he's where we're doing super, because we need to push up. We'll get damage drop off with Chaos Reach if we don't push up a little bit. So we've pushed up, we are getting sniped. But now we've come back. So look, we've able to get our super out safely enough, and it's done its job. Now we need that plate took off that boss, right? Indebted Kindness is going to do this for us. Right, we took the plate off. We're going to save some Indebted Kindness for ad clear, because there's ad clear to be done after brig is killed. So now here we go. Look at this. Look at the amount of times I shoot. Okay, look at the ammo on the left hand side. Okay, this is not off meta. People think it's off meta. This isn't off meta. What this means is that you don't know that this scout exists. That it has rewind, rounds, and kinetic tremors. That is what the answer is. Okay, this is absolutely if they bring Barrier Scout in next season or any champ mods for Scout. This is literally one of the best scouts to use with kinetic tremors if you're looking for a kinetic tremors role. I think this will be better than Hung Jury. I don't have the Hung Jury with explosive and kinetic tremors, but it will be better because there's no reload. Okay. Now explosive payload, you know how much I like explosive payload, but if we just want to focus on the kinetic tremors aspect, this is a better role, in my opinion, because of the rewind rounds. So I'm not just using it because, you know, I think it's sort of good. No, I'm using it because I do think it's really, really, really good. And you should be crafting it. And you should be spending your wish tokens on this. I've still got my wish tokens. I haven't used it. Look at this, what it does to shields. So you can use it as like a barrier weapon as well. All right? I don't mean barrier weapon as in against a champ. Well, if there's barrier scout, you can. If you're radiant, you can. So it's going to be a really good champion weapon as well. So our goal here, we could have done this quicker now. We're coasting. All right, we're coasting now, just showing off a little bit like I've done all week. You know, we could have pushed up quicker, and you know, etc., etc. But we're just gonna, as I say, we'll deal with the ads with indebted kindness now. But like I said, this was a super easy run, super relaxed, very easy on an Arc Warlock. I recommend if you're still struggling. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.